Alright, so today's video is going to be about the public opinion on 1.3. I've been seeing this the entire past week and I didn't want to make a video like this until the week was over. So right now, comment down below, how did you feel about 1.3 and all? I think everyone's talking about the story, but I think 1.3 has a lot of stuff to it besides the story. But I know that's like the number one thing people talk about the most. So go ahead, comment down below right now. How'd you feel about it? But I decided to just look back in the previous week on Reddit, see what was like the top discussion, and apparently this was it. So I see what they're coming from here. So let's see. Being negative about something new won't fly well in the gacha community. At least you're standing on business. But I'm happy to accept that my feelings are not popular upvote wise if they spark interesting discussion. Okay, I personally feel like the following aspects are not to my liking. The Shorekeeper banner is awful. Let's see. I feel like I always feel iffy when like someone's complaining about their characters on a banner, because it's just like not everything's about you and not everyone pulls all the time on every single banner to where they're gonna have all the 4 stars maxed out. Like I think I have all the 4 stars maxed out. Actually, no, I don't think I have Wanwu maxed out, but I'm not gonna be upset because it's just like, oh, I'm missing some 4 stars on here that I don't have maxed out yet. Like that has nothing to do with me. To be honest, like there could be a new person playing 1.3 because they see all the Shorekeeper stuff and Chishia is on there, and Chishia is a good character at the end. So I don't know, this one is just kind of weird. There's no info on roguelike game mode improvements or even return at all this patch. I feel like that is something that they should announce. I feel like the roguelike game mode should honestly be weekly. I think it should be like a weekly thing, just like in other gacha games that have like a weekly event that give rewards. I don't really like how it's just buy a certain patch and we never get it again. I think I like doing Elusive Realm. I'm not too sure if people would want to keep doing it over and over every single week, but I don't mind it. The new area feels empty. There's barely anything worth exploring. I think this is cap. I've seen people on Twitter and even on Discord literally inspect the most little of things, like the most random little things on the map, and they love it. Like just because you look at the map and there's just, in your opinion, just no reason to just go over the map, then I think that's just a you thing. I think majority of people, even like casual people, that don't Echomance like me or play Tower all the time, those are the people that will find enjoyment. Like people were freaking out on Twitter about how there's 3D waves in Blackshore. I didn't even know there was 3D waves, but I'm like, oh shit, that's in there? I would have fucking never known if people actually didn't look at the fucking area. Now here's the story part. Story feels extremely rushed. It was heavy and important things that happened during the story, but none given appropriate time and connection. We kept jumping to the next thing, repeating like a dozen times, so I don't really feel emotionally invested into anything. Despite really wanting to, Shorekeeper was practically the only character in the story. She kept repeating the same 2 or 3 things, like I would die for you a dozen times. So it lost even a little emotional impact it would have and made me struggle to feel for her. Yeah, I feel like just the story is like a very big thing, but I think majority of people enjoyed the story. But definitely like there are the negative people there at the end of the day. Me personally, I can't really say anything about the story because I'm a story skip enjoyer. I do think this patch though, the cinematic value of Kuro, like I think the cinematics were great. I think these were like literally the best cinematics Kuro has ever presented. Like they were great. I think they looked good. Really showcased Rover in the end. I love that whole like Rover used like the Havoc ability. Sometimes like in certain games they'll remember an ability and just never use it again. I love that having rovers even using it in certain ways, like a dimension slash with the scythe. Like I was actually like, wow, I'm actually seeing something for once. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like cinematic wise, I think they killed the cinematics. Story wise, I think my thing with the story is the whole terminology thing. I think if you're really a lore person, like you like the terminology, because learning terminology for a game is what sets you apart from casuals and people that actually care about the game. That's just in my opinion. So me personally, I don't really like the whole, certain terms and stuff like that, but I get why it's there, because it's their story, and if you take the time to learn to invest in those kind of things, then kudos to you. Yeah, I guess you just care about it more than I do. But yeah, definitely the characters repeating multiple things. I did get that kind of gist, even though I was skipping, like, oh, like she's gonna die or something like that. I was actually very surprised Abby wasn't involved. I feel like that was kind of weird to me. Like maybe Abby, Shorekeeper, Rover have like a reunion kind of thing, since Abby's kind of been with Rover. So that was interesting that didn't happen. And going to the next point, Yahoo just delivered an item, no other relevance. I feel like that's kind of because Yahoo is not even part of Black Shores, so I wasn't even gonna expect that. No encore Camilla despite us visiting their hometown for the first time. Okay, Camilla no, but encore, yeah, encore could have been with Alto in some shape or form. Obviously we're still getting her story quest later, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I think welcoming with encore would have been nice, or at least also saying a voice line why like encore isn't there or something. And oh yeah, the made up techno babble and stuff like that. Very interesting though, so I mean, that's their opinion on the 1.3 update. Besides people dragging the story, I think the co-op mode is really fun. I actually really do enjoy the co-op mode. This style of co-op is really enjoyable, even though I just play Shorekeeper for every single match, because either people just don't want to be a healer or they're a little bit too weak, so they need a buffer. So me personally, I enjoy that at co-op. I love the Forge mat exchange now for people. It's like way more convenient for them to get the actual mats that they want. I believe they even upgraded the Forge challenge drops, where it's like a guaranteed gold after 2 runs or something. I feel like there's just a lot more stuff to this patch. Even a data merge, right? I think that's good than like just complaining about the story. Like I get like gacha games, I mean, people just play for the patch and for the story, that's it. But I feel like there's a lot of like quality in-game stuff to this patch besides just looking at it from the story. And I feel like a lot of people are not really interested in Rover Harem. I think I've been seeing that a lot, which I can get, because it's kind of heading towards that route, especially after like Changli, and then we have like Zheshi as well, and it's just going on and on and on. So we have like one big ecosystem of Rover fanatics. So hopefully in like the new region or whatever, they act a little bit more different towards Rover to like give it a fresh air. But if not, I mean, it's their story at the end of the day. I'm just here to play tower and have some fun with the characters that I pull. But yeah, I just want to talk about 1.3. Kind of just gather like my thoughts and opinion on this post and see how other people kind of feel about it. Me personally, I enjoy 1.3. I took my time with it and I enjoyed it. It's actually the first patch I took my time with, and I feel like it was just enjoyable to me. I didn't really have an issue. I think if I just don't think about the story, I think it was pretty good for what it was on release. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't yet. Join the Discord link in the description as well. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.